It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, it'll be no holds barred between AFC East rivals. It's the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. And it's all up next.
It is a tropical, hot summer afternoon, so staying hydrated going to be key for the players, the fans, even the commentators as we are at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today we've got an AFC East matchup between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. Fields it right around the goal line, and he won't quite make it to the 25. Now we get a first look at this Patriots offense, and of course leading them for his second season. Last year's Rookie of the Year runner-up out of Alabama, Mac Jones.
I think we'll all remember 2021 as a banner quarterback draft, and we saw 5 taken in the first round. It was actually the 5th of those 5, Mac Jones, who was the runner-up in the Rookie of the Year voting with the 5th most yards by a rookie in league history. The Patriots, they have to be dancing in the streets with the idea that this guy is going to be their quarterback for about the next 10 years.
And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
And so often when you've stolen a possession, as they just did there.
On the first play,
picking up the fumble, the natural inclination is to attack, go after them big. Sometimes what you just want to do is put the ball in the hands of one of your best players and one of their favorite plays and establish your dominance that way.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he's got room. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Running the counter with Mostert. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Here we go.
2nd down, Gaskin. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. That swung out to Mostert. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this was all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. And caught by Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 1st down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 39, Jones. This complete to a man they went against in practice for years, Devontae Parker. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
We don't often see trades between division contenders, but that's exactly what we got when Devontae Parker was traded from Miami to New England. Injuries never let him become the guy Miami envisioned when they selected him 14th overall in 2015. But in his lone season healthy, he went over 1,200 yards and had 9 touchdowns. That's the play the Patriots are seeking to get in this deal.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Jones. And throwing. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Takes it to about the 37. Juwan Bentley there to get him down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Draw play, Edmonds. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing his Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Now Jones to throw from his end zone. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw from his end zone, Jones. And right side, Henry's got it. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now Jones. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. They'll look to throw again. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Myers. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Meanwhile, Jones' throw there complete to Myers. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back to throw again. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. First things first, though. Let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for New England. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call of the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Tua. He's going to let it go again. Oh, he brings it in off the deflection. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Brandon, that was a nice route that time. Lined him up on the right and worked his way all the way across the formation. One of the toughest routes to cover because you keep waiting for the ball to be thrown or for him to break something off. He goes all the way across the field, right to left for a big play.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Third down, that's a good job of situational football, understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Cedric Wilson from 3 yards out. And the Dolphins will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, we lasted all the way to the 4th quarter without a touchdown being on the board, but here a key one to extend the lead.
Definitely, and I really doubt that that's going to open the floodgates. What do you think, partner?
No, not the way that we've seen these defenses play.
Yeah, no doubt about it. They've been rock solid, but we had to know that sooner or later, someone had to surrender a touchdown, and it happened right there.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, he completes it to Henry. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle and inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Jones on 3rd and 2. And now a fumble. The ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Here's Jones on 1st down. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. So now here come the Dolphins. They sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the fourth quarter.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. He finds some open field here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
As many games as the two of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another? And especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball.
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the first quarter.
They were gone in the first quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop it.
Matt Judon there to bring him down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Ready.
One more time with Mostert. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Pats are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
So now Jones and the Patriots down 10-0. A little over 80 ticks to go. The turnover does give them life, but they still need 2 scores. Jones. And this is caught. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, Parker, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs.
Here we go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Running on 1st down with Gaskin. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
It's always been funny to me, Brandon, when coaches always talk about on hot days like the one we have here, well, it's hot for both teams. But when one team has the advantage, when one team is running the ball really well and closing things out, it's hotter for the defensive side, and they sag a lot quicker.
Yeah, they say the dog days of August, the heat we're seeing here today, dog days of September, and the advantage right now on the offensive side. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Certainly not the highest of scoring games, Charles. Their offense did some okay things. Not a lot of points on the board, but enough for the win with how their defense was playing in this one.
Yeah, they certainly brought their A-game, didn't they? They weren't fooled by anything that was presented to them from start to finish. That defense, they might as well have told their offense, guys, just kick a field goal. We've got it today.